So this is the look, this is the vibe for today's video. I quite like the look, and for this look I used all new products that I'm going to be testing out in this very video. So I'm going to be going through everything that is new, from bronzers to blushes to eyeshadow palettes and lip products. I have a lot of newness in front of me, so this is basically what we're going to be doing today. Testing new makeup, slapping it onto the face, creating this look that was dictated by the makeup. So I hope you're here for it, like I am. Hi, hey you. What up? I'm Maryam. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Subscribe if you aren't already, notification bell for those Wednesdays and Sundays videos. And now let's get into it. Testing new makeup for the month of June. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's test all this newness. I'm gonna begin with something old, but very near and dear to my heart, the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder that I have very, very little bit of, because I use this religiously. This is in the shade Universal, and I use it as a primer to mattify and to smooth my texture. Okay, I definitely need to get my hands on another one because the amount that is left is making me just a little bit anxious. And the reason why I'm using this one today is because I really want to pair it with the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. I really like this one when I tested it in my previous testing new makeup video. And so today I want to pair it with my favorite primer. Though I did enjoy it with the L'Oreal Matte Setter, but I'm wondering how good it will look with something that is my absolute fave. Also, before I apply this, I must actually make a little statement. I made a bit of a mistake in my last video, the Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow review and wear test. I actually said that this product contains only mineral SPF, and I guess I got so excited because I saw the mineral ingredients and I completely bypassed the fact that it also contains a chemical ingredient, so a chemical SPF. So correction, this product contains both chemical and mineral ingredients of SPF. My bad. That was totally my mistake, and thank you guys for calling it out. I can't say that I really loved this Too Faced product. It felt very, very heavy and cakey at the end of the day. And granted, I did wear it for a very long time, like 12-hour plus, but I just didn't like how it felt. And so today I'm gonna go back to the L'Oreal True Match Hyaluronic Tinted Serum, which I really, really did enjoy. This felt a little bit more like a skin tint, sheer and not as heavy. Though I will say I absolutely despise this dispenser. I personally just like to apply the product to my face because I am lazy. I don't want to apply it to the back of my hand, but this is just a little bit dangerous. Can definitely go all over the place very easily. That's the only thing I don't like. Anyway, I'm gonna use my IT Cosmetics Complexion Perfection brush, and I'm using the lighter shade 4-5 medium, because I'm gonna bronze up with a new product. Okay, one sheer layer of that. I'm gonna add a little bit more, very carefully. See, this skin tint to me actually feels like a skin tint. It is not heavy, it is very lightweight, it offers light coverage that is buildable. This is what I want for the summer. Nothing too heavy, nothing too crazy. Nice. Okay, next, I have a new bronzer, and it is a gel bronzer from Jones Road, Bobbi Brown the Woman, and this is what it looks like. I have it in 2 shades, shade light and also medium. Light is a golden bronze, medium is a reddish bronze, and there's also a dark, which is a chocolate bronze. I don't have that one, but this is supposed to be a gel bronzer that is different. The formula is unique. You have a few seconds of playtime to blend out the product, whereas other formulas need to be instantly blended, otherwise it will stain where you put it on. That is true, so I'm kind of excited for the playtime room. And also, because it's liquid and not cream and not powder, it's supposed to imitate a real tan. So I am really, really, really excited for that. Those are the types of bronzers that I typically lean towards. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. We also have a new brush just for this product, and I gotta say, I am obsessed with Jones Road brushes. They have been just so consistently great, and this one looks promising. So I'm gonna keep this one handy. I'm gonna start out with shade light. Wondering if this needs to be shaken, but since it's a gel, maybe it doesn't. All right, squeeze the product onto your finger and dispense between your fingertips. Disperse, not dispense. Okay. Ooh, this is in fact quite different. It doesn't feel like a liquid or a cream it in fact feels like a gel, like they said. So basically you're supposed to apply this to the high points of your face, wherever you want a little sun or definition. You can blend it out with your fingers or with the brush, but of course I'm gonna go for the brush. Fingers are just a little messy for me. Plus I have nails, not trying to get all this makeup under my real nails. Okay, this does disperse into nothing. I do like the shade of this. It really does mimic a tan, but I am noticing some pilling and it's all kind of in my hair. So I'm not sure if it's the gel bronzer or if it's the L'Oreal Hyaluronic Acid Skin Tint. I'm not really certain what's going on. Perhaps this is best applied onto bare skin, but it's not like a tremendous amount of pilling. It's just kind of like a minimal amount. Or maybe this is supposed to go under your foundation. I'm not sure, but I really do like the shade. And despite the pilling, I do think it blended out kind of seamlessly. Though I'm not sure if you can actually appreciate it on camera. Maybe I should try the medium reddish bronze. Okay, this one's much darker. And let's see what happens if I just blend that out with my fingers. Honestly, that felt really good to me. Different for sure. And I love the shade. Once again, I like both of these shades. It definitely does not stain, like they said. It kind of actually feels like a self-tanner in a sense. Very, very similar consistency to like a bottle tan. Not bad, not bad at all. All right, let's move on. We've got some newness in the blush category, and you might have already guessed what it is. It is the new Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veils. So there are 6 shades. This is what they look like. This is the PR package. Here's Mario along with this model. I believe her name is Frida. I believe I've met her. So let's see. This is a modern take on cream blush. Luminous and sheer formula melt onto the skin for a stunning transparent veil of color that allows your natural complexion to shine through. What is a transparent blush bomb? It's a sheer dewy color that brightens and enhances. It hydrates and plumps the cheeks with hyaluronic acid. We love that. Weightless formula melts onto the skin. So these are $30 each. There are some fun summery shades in here. I really like the shade Just Peachy, so I think I'm gonna go for this. I actually have my Mario brush handy, so I'm gonna go ahead and test this. Oh, that felt like I picked up a rather decent amount of product. I'm gonna start from the back of the cheekbone. That is absolutely gorgeous. I am really impressed. At first swipe, this is exactly what I was looking for. This also feels a little bit more like a gel type of product rather than a greasy balm. And I gotta say, it looks absolutely fresh and stunning on the skin. This is really, really nice. And a totally for the summer type of color. Not bad at all. I'm gonna go ahead and use what's remaining on my IT Cosmetics brush just to clean up underneath. I don't like to bring my blush too low on my face. I like to keep it a little bit higher up. I'm just gonna clean up right underneath and all around. Just like that. So cute. I think I like that, and I think I'm excited to test out more of these shades. In fact, I'm gonna do so now. I'm gonna grab another color, the Pinch Me Pink. This one, so pretty. I'm gonna add that right on top for a bit of a ombre moment. So cute. But I love the fact that it's totally translating on camera. I'm seeing it in my monitor. You could see the blush for sure, but it is sheer and it is still very, very natural looking. I love this vibe a lot. Keepers. All right, so now that I have my face base, my blush, my bronzer, I have a new concealer to test out, and it is from CATRICE, their True Skin High Cover Concealer, also with hyaluronic acid. This one is waterproof. So I'm a big fan of the True Skin foundation by CATRICE. This concealer, hopefully, will be a hit. The shade that was sent to me is shade 5, Warm Macadamia. I'm gonna kind of apply that everywhere just to see. So basically I'm gonna use it for brightening and for also covering the under eye. The fact that it's waterproof is actually quite interesting. I don't know if I've come across a waterproof concealer lately, but let's see how this blends. So far so good, but probably the brush is not the best bet. I do have a sponge here from Dose of Colors. So I'm gonna try the sponge as well. Something about the brush made it apply just a little too cakey. And so I'm gonna need to kind of press it into the skin. A bit better with a sponge, but my sponge isn't even wet. Okay, I can see what they mean by waterproof, because this concealer is just a little bit hard to blend out. Once it is blended out, I like how it sits on the face. So that tells me that it'll probably wear very well too. And I would say the best way to blend it out is to literally beat it in. Kind of like this. All right, now I'm going for the under eye. I'm thinking this shade might be just a little bit too bright for me. I was going for like a natural makeup look rather than a glam. And right now, the under eye is a little bit too glam for my coverage, whereas the coverage is very natural. You could see all of my spots and freckles and whatever. So I don't see that being very balanced, if you know what I mean. But not to say that I don't like it, not to say that there isn't a time or place for it. I just think these two products together aren't exactly compatible. They're not in the same category of products. One is like a no makeup type of vibe, and this one is just a lot more fuller coverage and a lot brighter and a lot more glam and more matte. I'm gonna use that Natasha Denona concealer to hide this big bump that I have here, and maybe this one too. And then I'm gonna move on to powder. I have had such an eventful weekend. It kind of just came and went. I feel like I had really no time to relax, no time to myself. It was a lot of hanging out with people. And although I'm more extrovert than introvert, I'm kind of on the cusp. So now I feel like I need to recover. I literally had 2 graduations back to back on Friday for my goddaughter's graduation from 8th grade, and then on Saturday for Lee's niece graduation from high school. So it was filled with just a lot of people all around me. And I love people, don't get me wrong, but sometimes when it's like back to back, especially on like full days, I need time to recover. I don't know if you guys are like me. I don't know if there are any ambiverts out there who can relate, but lately that's just been me. Like I get so excited to see people, and then once I do, I'm like, oh man, I miss my alone time. All right, and now time for the powder. I'm gonna go for Dominique Rosita for the under eye. I will say that the Catrice concealer is creasing in my nose folds and also just a little bit under the eye, which is to be expected for a concealer that is high coverage, but just wanted to let you know. All right, I'm gonna use my Essence 16-hour Cover and Last, almost forgot the name, to set the rest of the face. And I'm gonna use the Bare Minerals for the center of the face for my pores. All right, not bad so far. I think I was able to make it work. Cat hair. So far, I will say I'm not sure if I like this Catrice concealer. I think I probably would like this concealer had I been wearing a full coverage foundation, but I definitely don't like the vibe of both of these together. It just doesn't seem to match, but more on that later. I'm gonna move on to eyeshadow, and in the eyeshadow category, I have a new PR package from Sigma X Angela Bright. I'm not gonna actually open it because the eyeshadow palette crushed and the blue pigment is like all over, all inside the PR package, but this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. I was able to clean it up, and this is the blue pigment that I'm talking about. That is everywhere, but this is the palette. I really like the color story. I think it's quite moody, quite demure, but also quite fun. In this collection, there's also lashes, and looks like they're half lashes. I'm gonna show you a close-up. Let's see, in this collection, we also have some brushes, but the brushes box, like I said, has pigment all over it, so I'm gonna save that for after I clean it. We have, looks like 5 different brushes, and let's see. The palette is $50 and the brush set is $65. And what about the lashes? Okay, it doesn't quite mention, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and add primer to my lids. And I'm thinking I should probably reach for that blue since it is crushed, but it's such a statement type of color that I really just wanna test it out. I'm gonna grab a tiny little brush. Hopefully I can find a tiny little brush around here. Medium-sized brush is what it's gonna have to be. Gonna dip into this blue shade called PDX, and I'm gonna just stamp that all over the movable lid. Lots of fallout here, lots of fallout. Ooh. Okay, thankfully it's not sticking, but what I'm gonna have to do is grab my mirror, place my hand underneath just to catch that fallout. This is what I like to do, just like that. Oh, such a stunning color and so pigmented. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna do the same thing here. I like it. I'm gonna add this green color. Faye is the name, and it's a shimmery shade. I'm gonna add that to the center of the lid. I'm gonna try that with a finger. It doesn't seem to be picking up with a brush. Okay, definitely better with a finger. Oh, and that looks so lovely. This is a slightly drier metallic, so it's taking quite a few dips for me to get the color payoff that I want, but it's still working, so I really like it. I'm gonna take a tiny little brush and just blend out the edges of that. I really don't want to blend that in with any other color. Rather, I just want it to be like a softer version of itself. Quite pretty, quite pretty. So then I'm noticing there is this shade here called Basic. Looks like a cooler tan shade. I'm gonna just pop that in to that transition and clean that up a little bit more. I think that looks quite fun. I'm gonna dip into the shimmery shade here. Pop that into the inner corner. That is very bright and beautiful. Oh yeah, maybe a little bit over here. Oh yeah, I kind of love that. And then I'm gonna go back to this tan shade, basic. I'm just gonna run that through my lower lash line, like that. I think that was fun. And that's kind of all I wanna do. I feel like that's enough. I get the idea of this eyeshadow palette. I really like the colors. I think the quality is pretty good. As I always say, Sigma tends to up the quality of their eyeshadows for their collab palettes. And it's no different in this case. It definitely feels very pigmented, very creamy, very easy to work with. And I like that. I really do like these lashes though. But kind of don't want lashes today. Thinking for today, I'm gonna go for the Cleantopia Mascara from CoverGirl. I've been liking this one a lot. I'm gonna go for it again. You can't really see it because my eye look is so dark. But trust me, when I tell you this mascara is good, it is good. For a clean formula, this definitely packs the punch. It delivers. And even though it's not waterproof, it actually doesn't even smudge. Cool. In the lip category, we have a few new products. So I already showed you the Fenty lipstick in the new summer colors. From that same collection, we also have some stains in the shade Fuchsia Wife and also Gem and Eye. Get it? Gem and Eye. Ooh, let's try it. I'm gonna go for the shade Fuchsia Wife first. I'm gonna apply that to the center of my mouth, just like that. Very, very pretty. And then I'm gonna reach for Gem and Eye. I'm gonna apply that to the outer portion of my mouth. Kind of like that. So we have a very berry toned, very bejeweled type of look happening today. I'm kind of here for it. I'm gonna blot off the stain just to see what I'm left with. And I kind of like. But I'm gonna go a step further. I have another new lip product to test out, and it is Too Faced Lip Injection Lip Gloss in this really bright shade. It's called People Pleaser. I actually don't believe this is new. Man, this smells like watermelon. It smells like summer. And I think this is quite fun. Quite fun and quite summery. Like a very demure, kind of like a golden hour makeup look, if you know what I mean. Not that it's resembling golden hour, but something that you would wear during the golden hour. Something that has enough color to be able to be appreciated while it's not yet dark, but then goes into the nighttime. Okay. I'm quite pleased with this look, though I can't say that it was like totally intuitive and easy to achieve. There were definitely a number of products that weren't really compatible, that weren't cooperating well with one another. I wasn't sure whether it was the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin or the Jones Road Gel Bronzer that weren't compatible together and made this product pill, but that was like my first initial issue. Then secondly, I wasn't really in love with the way that the L'Oreal True Match Serum and the CATRICE True Skin Super Full Coverage Concealer went together. This was just not a great match given the fact that this was very full coverage and this is very sheer. So it definitely took some helpers to fix this face and to make it look a little bit more presentable. But I will say that right now it does look pretty presentable. The eyeshadow palette came in pretty crushed and it had blue pigment all over. But I will say that all the colors that I tried, including the blue pigment, applied very, very well and very easily. I like the look that I was able to create with all the newness that I have here in front of me. I am particularly obsessed with the Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veils. This was really, really nice, really fresh. It felt a little bit different. Something that I will say is Mario's take on blush. I love how effortless it felt, how easy it was to blend out, and I love the fact that it went on very sheer, so you could still see the skin underneath. So this was probably easily my favorite product from everything that I've tried today. Not to say that anything that I tried was really a fail. Everything was okay. It'll probably just take some getting used to and some more playing around with. So on that final note, I'm gonna model my final look. Here it is, fresh and demure for the dusk hours. What do we think?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
It would have to depend on the outfit.
Wow. What don't you like about it?
I think it's a little loud for the white t-shirt and the hairstyle.
Okay,
The
yeah.
hairstyle your hair needs to be styled a little better, a little different. Yeah, these like that even, like spreads it out. Like the makeup's very loud, so you kind of like got it. I think it'd be fun like with a skirt, with a pattern, maybe a black tank top, bright blue metallic skirt with some fun shoes and some accessories, maybe overlayering chains, long, some bling, you know what I mean? Like that.
Thank you. Comments below, let me know. I'm zooming on out and I'm saying farewell to you guys. Check out more of my videos over here. Peace out, and I'm out. Deuces.